Dreamworld is currently in a period in which it will soon be opening its brand new steel roller coaster in time for the summer holidays. In turn, this should mean Dreamworld gets lots of tourists and locals through the gate, more than they've had for a very long time. With COVID-19 settling down and vaccines being rolled out worldwide, in turn increasing tourism, these summer holidays are going to be a pivotal part of Dreamworld's turnaround in the coming decade. If the launch of the new steel roller coaster is dragged down by other park issues, guests are going to be left with bad impressions, likely to head to the competition next time they go to a theme park. However, I've compiled a list of things that Dreamworld need to do to ensure they can take full advantage of the school holiday rush, as well as the opening of their brand new attraction. Firstly, maintenance needs to be allocated based on visitation. Although it seems simple, the park has struggled to keep all rides open during holiday periods. As of this video being produced, it's Easter holidays and Tailspin, Pandemonium, Shockwave and a few other rides are down for maintenance. It may not seem like a lot, but when your thrill and family ride offerings have depleted heavily over the years, it is a very bad impression on guests. However, I have to acknowledge that due to COVID and other sorts of funding issues, the maintenance may be out of their control. By the time the summer holidays come around, there'll be no excuse for most if not all rides to be operating. If guests are flooding the gates and Dreamworld cannot facilitate them with most attractions being open, the new roller coaster's effect on the public is scrutinised. This is the most pivotal point I will make. If Dreamworld cannot maintain their rides properly before school holidays, they are in trouble. Secondly, outsourced attractions need to be better. From 2016, the quality of external attractions was great, with some must-see events and other great night performances. The Cosentino show was a massive success and drew very large crowds to Dreamworld. The Fire Machine Night Show was a great hit for all ages and entertained guests, leaving them fulfilled as they leave the park. However, as time progressed, these offerings quickly declined. The inflatable course was an okay addition, but was not something that would get people through the gates. On top of that, Dreamworld's Monster Truck Show was one of the worst carny crap attractions. Not only were guests burnt in the seating with no shade, the show was a very boring, slow, bad mess that even kids did not care about. The last event I will mention will be Funhouse, which was a very strange addition. Some enjoyed the show, but it failed to get people through the gates or even interested in the park. For Dreamworld to really up its offerings alongside the new roller coaster as well as Sky Voyager, a great event is needed. If it was my choice, I'd bring back the Fire Machine Show, which you can view on my channel. It was a great addition to the park and brought Dreamworld to life at night despite the low crowds at the time, which greatly enhanced the park atmosphere. Thirdly, in-park entertainment and shows. Although roving characters may not be around because of COVID, there still needs to be an effort to have them in parts of the park. And I'm not talking about going to Kung Fu Pandaland and meeting behind a pot plant opposite the disabled toilet to meet Kenny and Belinda while they are there for 5 minutes before they sprint back into the staff room. Characters need to be out and about constantly, especially during the holiday period. It increases park atmosphere greatly when everyone is interacting with characters and laughing. This is opposed to walking into a Dreamworld where no staff are to be seen. Fourthly, night operation would be a great incentive to get guests into the park. Movie World have been doing this for around 2 weeks during the school holidays, and so should Dreamworld. If we've learnt anything from past Dreamworld night events, is that they are well equipped to run them with strobe lighting, pyrotechnics and entertainment such as bands and performances. Just think of Winterfest as an example of how successful Dreamworld can be at night. Riding into the night is something that Australian parks are missing and is often demanded by the public. During a busy time like school holidays, it should be a must to keep the park open at night with the Fire Machine entertaining guests. This is going to improve visitation slightly, but ultimately increase in-park spending and fulfill guests to a higher level than if they were kicked out of the park at 5 PM. A 9 PM close would be more appropriate. It's worth noting there is a cost associated with running for extra hours. However, I think the cost is worth it in what positives would come of it, including positive word of mouth, spending, visitation, guest fulfillment and guest return rates. And lastly, continued additions to the park are needed. This roller coaster isn't going to fix their problems overnight, or will it ever. New additions are still needed in the park, such as a new flat ride or kids rides. These are just my opinions. If you agree or disagree, let me know in the comments. Also remember to subscribe for the latest steel Taipan construction updates, amongst all other updates. Otherwise, thanks for watching.